Hello all, welcome to this shopping cart example using Java Standard Edition. Data is stored in collections such as linked list or array list. By the end of this video, we will see output something like the following. So let me demonstrate the output. So let me right click then run as Java application. When I run the application, we'll see a list of product details such as product ID, product name, price, category, and then stock. After the product list, we again have a menu from which we need to choose the correct option available. So here, first of all, I'm using the option add product to the cart. When I provide add product to the cart, I will be prompted for the customer details such as customer ID, name, etc. I'm pressing enter. The customer ID, let's say customer ID is C101 and customer name, let's say Ravi, and city, let's say Hyderabad. Okay. And after I press enter by providing the customer details, I will again get the product list asking for which product ID I want to add to the cart, as well as how much quantity or how many quantity items of that particular product I want to add to the cart. So let's say the product ID is P101 and I want to add 1 unit of P101 product ID to my cart. The moment I add to the cart, what will happen is the product is added to the cart, as well as this P101 current stock is 20 units. Because I'm adding it to, I'm adding 1 unit to the cart, 1 unit will be reduced here. But in reality, this will be reduced only after the stock is delivered. But for now, I'm not considering to that level of transaction. So when I press enter, watch here what will happen. So you see cart added, this product is added to the cart and the stock went to 19. I'm again getting the menu to add one more item. I'm again choosing the option number 1. And what will I do is again, I will add same product ID P101. And when I press enter, again one quantity or maybe two quantity. When I press enter, now you see now 19 went down to 17. Let me add one more product. I press option number 1 again, and this time I want to add a P102, P102, and when I press enter, this time I press 2 units and something like this one. Now I can see view cart items. So to see the cart items, I press the option number 2, and when I press enter, you see scroll up and see. So these are the cart items: S22 Ultra, 3 units, and the unit price is 2000. So it is 2000 into 3, and i3 iPhone 13, you see 2000 into 2, 4000. So this is how it looks like. Now when you want to delete an item from the cart, we can delete from that, but for now I'm exiting, and then when I press enter, the program terminates. So this is how the program's output looks. So let's begin by creating a new Java project. File, new Java project. Let's say the project name as shopping cart, and then click finish. And let me create a new package. For the sake of simplicity, I'm not using layered architecture with multiple packages such as DAO layer, service layer, DTO layer. I'm just taking one single package. Let's say com.cart. And in this package, first of all, let me create a class called product, which contains a list of products. So let's say a class called product, which contains the product details. The class name, let's say product. Now inside the product class, let me declare few variables: private string product ID, private string product name, and then private string category, private int price, private int stock, or otherwise quantity on hand. Now I want to generate the constructors, getters, and setters and other stuff. Generate constructors from superclass, and then generate constructors using fields. And then I want to generate getters and setters. Select all, generate. Now I want to generate equals and hash code. Select all. Now I also want to generate the toString method. If anyone is not familiar with any of the equals method, toString method, etc., you can please watch my complete in-depth core Java video, which is having more than 100 examples. Now the product class is ready. Let me create one class called as the product utility, which contains the useful methods. So I'm creating a new class here, new class. Now inside this class, let's say the class name as product utility. And inside this one, I'll take all the static items for the sake of convenience. First of all, I'm taking one static list of product. So product list is equal to new array list and something like this one. Control Shift O. These things are imported. It's taking some time. Control Shift O. Java.util.list and array list. Now I'm taking one static method, public. So inside this static block, I will fill this product list with some sample data. Product list dot add. Inside this one, let me add new product object. And here we have a constructor with 5 options. Product ID, let's say P101, 101, comma, product name, let's say S22 Ultra, and let's say the category as mobile, and let's say the price as $2,000, and then quantity on hand, let's say some 20. I will copy and paste this one for a few times. So this product ID is P102, and let's say this one has iPhone 13. Okay, iPhone 13 Pro Max, whatever, mobile, and then let's say some 2100, and this is 25 in units. And let's say this is product ID P103, and let's say Google Home, let's say this is gadgets, let's say this is some $100, this is 30 in stock. And let's say P104, let's say Bluetooth headset or something. This is gadgets or accessories or whatever you want to consider it as. Maybe $80. This is 50 in stock. And another thing, P105. Okay, let's say this is some charger, and this is mobile, and let's say this is some $50, and this is 16 stock. So this is the static block. Whenever the .class file product utility is loaded into memory, the static block is executed, and then all the data is added into this product list. Okay, so this video assumes that you already know the core Java concepts in depth, the static blocks, non-static blocks, constructors, and everything, collections also. Now let me add another method. So public static string get product name, string product ID. So based on the product name, I want to find the product ID. I want to get the product name. And similarly, public static, let's say integer get product price. Based on the product ID, I want to get the price. Get product price, string product ID. I have taken the product ID as string, and because I want to start with some alphabet such as P101 or something like this one. That is the reason I have chosen the product ID as string. Now, given a particular product ID such as P101, I should get the name such as S22 Ultra or something, whatever. Let's take one temporary variable, string prod prod name is equal to, I say, temporary empty string. And then first of all, in order to find that name, I need to loop this collection product list. So I'm using the enhanced for loop. Okay, I'm using the enhanced for loop for product p colon product list. Okay, for product p colon product list, what I'm doing is I'm comparing if p dot get product id dot equals of the product id that is there. So what happens is if this product id, this one, is equal to p dot get product id, that means when this loop is executed, every time the next available item in the product list is copied into this p. I'm comparing that p dot get product id with this product id that is there in the method parameter. Then I will, if it is matching, what I do is I will take one, I will take that product id, product name is equal to p dot get product name. So this way I'll then break the loop, and then after that I will return this product name. Okay, so this is how we provide the product id and we get the product name. Okay, so that is how it. And similarly, I will copy and paste this one to product price. So I'm pasting it here. So this is integer product price. So I'll take it as price is equal to 0, and here I will take this as price, and then this will be p dot get price. And these are the two methods which we will require in some upcoming coding part. So let's say price. Okay, so that's how this is the product utility class as of now. Okay, now let's move on to the main class and see the output until now. So I'm creating one main class, let's say the class name such as shopping cart main class. And inside this one, I'm creating a main method, ma control space, then I get the main method added. Now, first of all, I want to see if I'm able to get this. So what I'm doing is I will take one static method, public static void show products. Okay, from here I want to what I want to do is simply I want to get for product p colon product utility dot product list. I want to get the, so this will give us the product list. From there I want to get the current product into p. I'm just trying to print if it works well or not. P dot get product id plus one dash, and then p dot get product name, and then again a dash, and then p dot get price, and then one or two dash symbols, and then p dot get category. I'm printing category there, and then plus again one or two dashes, and then plus p dot get stock, that is the quantity on hand. So this entire part I have mentioned inside the show products method. So what I will do is I will make a call to show products method inside the main method this way. Now when I run the main method, it will make a call to show products. Show products, what it is doing is it is getting this product list, which is static one. So in order to call the static items or variables or methods, we don't need to create an object. So therefore this is a class name dot static variable name. So from this one, I'm getting the next product into p, and then printing the details. So let me give a test run to this one, run as Java application, and let's say we are getting output something. So what we need to do is before printing this one, we need to print the title about this data. So for that we need to print some. So we'll do that next in the next step. Okay, so that's how the product list is printed. Now let me print the titles on top of the product list. In order to print the titles, I'm going to make use of the system.out.printf function, much like the printf function we use in C language. This printf function takes two arguments. The first one is the format specification, such as percentile and then S or D and something like that. So I want to first of all print the product ID. this product ID, let's say product ID. This product ID I want to occupy -8s. Okay, so this is -8s. After product ID, I want product dash name. This product dash name, I want it occupy 15s percentile s, and this is -15s. And after product name, I want to print the price. This price, I want it to occupy percentile -8s. And this is the next one. I want to print category. This category, I want it to occupy 10 or 12s. I say percentile -12s. Okay. And the last thing is the stock. I use the stock here. And then this one, I want it to occupy percentile -8s, something like this one. And this one prints me the output in a properly aligned way. So right click. If I test on this one, we'll see the output this way. And after printing this one, I need to print one new line here. Let me do that. So please watch. We need to add one new line statement. System.out.println, one new line statement. And after this one, I want to print one underline. So I can calculate, but I'm taking some blind underline length. This will print. So let's see the output now. Run as Java application. When we see the output, so this is how it looks like. Probably we can reduce this one, but that's okay for now. And in addition to the title, which is properly aligned, I also want to align the actual data that is printed here. So to align this one also that matches this width of the title, we should again make use of the system.out.printf function to print the actual data in here. So let me do the changes. I will probably copy this one, and then I paste it here. Okay, so the first one is string. The second one is string. The third one is price. I will make this one as D. And the fourth one is string. The fifth one is D. And then that's it. And the first one is the p.getProductID. And the second one is the p.getProductName. So in place of here, product name. And the third one is the price, p.price. So this one, p.getProductPrice. And after that, the next one is p.category. So this is p.getCategory here. And stock means p.getQuantity on hand. This is the stock. And then I can remove this one. And after the printing each record, I should again print one system.out.println new line. And this way we get the properly aligned output. So let me test on the program now. I will get the output something like this one. So I get the output displayed in properly. So I want to align prefix a $sign here to the price. For example, I will go to that particular price printing portion. So this is the place I want to use one string followed by $sign and then plus sign. So that will print me the $sign. So let me right click and then run as Java application. Okay, something is format specifier. So if it is converting to string means I should again use a string there in the format specification. This one will now become S there because I'm converting it to string. So let me test on this one again and I will get the output as expected. So this is how it looks like. Now we have printed the list of products in a properly aligned way. Now let's see the next part of the code. Let's develop the code to display the menu system. So I'm deleting this code here. I'm starting the do while loop. Do while choice less than 4. I will take 3 to 4 options. So integer choice is equal to initially 0. Now inside the menu system, I will display inside the do while loop, I'll display the menu options. System.out.println number one, add product to cart. This is option number one. Second option is view cart items. Third option is delete cart. Fourth option is exit. Okay, exit. And in order to accept the user input such as 1, 2, 3, and 4, we need to display one message. Please enter your choice. Enter your choice. And when the user sees this message, the user enters the value. So choice is equal to scan dot next int. So this scan object we will have to create. So I'm doing that here in the main method, above the main method. Public static scanner, scan is equal to new scanner system dot in. Okay, and then I need to import this one. So I will import it, import scanner from java.util. And after this scan.nextInt is executed, we'll get the user entered value into this choice variable. Now inside here, we need to see switch choice. We need to find out what is the choice entered. So let's say case one. If the choice is one, we want to execute some piece of code such as add product to cart. So we need to execute this method. Let me create this method, which is currently not available. I'm creating a method. So when I scroll down, we see public, it should be public. Okay. Public static void add product. So the code to add the product to the cart goes here. For now, I'm just printing one simple message. Later, I will complete this code. So add product to cart. Okay, so only print statement for now. I will gradually develop the code wherever applicable. Now, after this is added, then let me take a break statement and then case two. And here view cart items, I will again declare one method, view cart items. Okay, again break. Similarly, view cart items, I'm create a method view cart item, and then scroll down. In here also, the code, the code to create cart to show the cart items, go here. For now, temporarily, I'm printing one message to test it is working or not. View cart items method, view cart items. Okay. And similarly, I need to do the same thing for delete option. So I copy these two and then paste. Okay. And what I do is I copy this one and then paste it there. Okay. And this is case number 3. And this is delete cart. Okay. And the delete cart method also does not exist. Place the mouse pointer here, create method delete cart. And inside here, code to delete the cart will go here. So this is how code to delete the cart go here. For now, temporarily, I'm printing a message, delete cart code here. Okay, so we will continue with complete code step by step. This is only for testing. I'm printing the details. So 1, 2, 3, and the fourth option is the default option. That is default. We'll print one message, thank you. Okay, and the program exits here. This is thank you message. Now, when we run this program, it first of all prints this menu option and a message to the user. Let's see if it is working as expected. Right click, run as Java application. Now, when I run this one, let me choose option number 1. And when I choose option number 1, it should execute me the method add product to cart. This is executed. Let me choose option number 2. This view cart items. This is also working well. And then third one, delete cart items. This is also working well. Number 4, this is 4. This is also working well. Okay, so now let's continue with the next part. Now, before working with the actual menu system code, we need to do one more thing. That is, we need to display the here. Here we need to display the products list. Display the product list. So for that, I'm doing show products method, which we already completed. So show products method, and then I'm printing a blank line. So first of all, when the program starts, it will first of all display the products and then displays one blank line followed by the menu system. And then this is how it looks like. So let me test run this one again, run as Java application. If you look at this output, so we have this one. And after the products list is displayed, the menu system is displayed. Now I'm going for the fourth option, exit. Okay, now I've terminated the program. Now let me develop the code for add product to cart menu option. So let's do that. In order to add product to the cart, so let me show you the steps. Let me show you the steps here. So step number 1, what we need to do is, I will show you this in comments. Step number 1, we need to collect the customer details such as customer ID, name, and then city. After customer details are collected, because why should we collect the details? Because the cart is added to a particular customer details, right? So that's the reason. And the second thing we need to do is, after collecting the details, we should again display the products list, from which the customer can choose, And the third thing we need to do is, we need to read the product details, such as product ID and then quantity that need to be added to the cart. And the fourth thing we need to do is, after collecting the product details, such as product ID, we need to create a cart object, and then add it to the cart list. Okay, we'll see all these steps one after other. So, okay, now let's say I copy this one into this menu system. So I'm erasing this part now. This is something like this one. So first of all, let's say we need to read the customer details. Read customer details. To read the customer details, let's add that coding inside a special method, read customer details. This method does not exist, so we need to create the method. So I'm doing that, create a method customer details, and scroll down, you can see here. So inside here, we need to write the code. So for that, we need to create a customer object. Customer is equal to new customer object. So this customer class does not exist, for we need to create that. So I'm creating that one. You see here, I create a class customer. When I click here, the customer class is created. And now click the finish button. Now inside the customer class, I say 3 to 4 variables: private, string, customer ID, and then private, string, customer name, and then private, string, customer name, and then city. So 3 to 4 options, variables I'm taking. Now let me generate these constructors, getters, and that stuff. This is constructor, super constructor, that is the default constructor. Now constructor using fields. The next item is generate the getters and setters. Okay, select all, and then I select all these options. Okay, select all, and then I will generate the equals and hash code method as well. Okay, equals and hash code method. Now this is how it looks like, right? So when this is the case, so the customer class is ready. Now I close the customer class. Now the customer class is created, and we need to declare this object. I'm declaring this object at the on top of the main. Public static customer class customer object is equal to, initially it will be null. Okay, initially it will be null. Whenever the user asks for add to product, only then this method will come, read customer details will come. Customer is equal to new customer. And after creating a new customer, I need to capture the details such as integer string customer ID. I will take local variables. The string customer ID is equal to empty, and then string customer name is equal to empty. Okay, string city is equal to empty string for now. And then what I do is customer ID is equal to scan dot not here. For I need to first of all ask the user the details. So enter enter customer ID, and after this one I need to capture that data. So customer ID, which is already declared, is equal to scan dot next. Okay, I'm taking scan dot next, and similarly I will do this one for remaining two items this way: customer ID and customer name, and then this is the city, enter city. And here I will change these variable names to customer name, and then this will be customer name, and this will be city. So after the customer details method is ready, we have already made a call to this method here. So step number one, we need to collect this one. So this will gather the customer details into the customer object. Actually, we should read the customer details only if it is not already provided. So for that reason, what I do is if customer double equal to null, only then collect it. This collecting the details will not be every time add product is chosen. Okay, for that reason, only for the first time the add product is chosen, this method will collect the details. Second time, if the same customer asks for the add product option, this should not again collect the customer details. For that reason, I have used this customer equal to null option. And this is over. Again, after collecting the customer details, the step number two we need to do is display the products. So what I'm doing is the step number two, show products. Okay, and show products. After this one, the products will be displayed. And after displaying the products, the step number three, we need to read the product details such as product ID, quantity that need to be added to the cart. So let's add one extra method here. Let's say read product details method. So inside the read product details method, we should again create this method. So this is the read product details method is created. So inside here, we need to take a few variables, string product ID, maybe this can be taken at a global level. So I'm taking here the static variables. Okay, public static string product ID is equal to empty, and then public static integer quantity is equal to 0 initially. So these two variables we capture that need to be added to the cart. So let me scroll down here. You see here, let's say system.out.println. Please enter the product ID, and then scan. Let's say product ID, I need to take it. Product ID is equal to scan dot next, and after that system dot again print, and let's say enter quantity. Okay, please enter quantity, and then qty, and that is already declared. Qty is equal to scan dot next int. So this method will when it is executed, we get the data like product ID and quantity, and then this is step number three. After step number three is completed, we then need to create a cart object and then add it to the cart list. So let's understand this step number four in detail. What all does it include? So let me come back to this text file. So step number four is there. So in order to add a cart object to the cart list, we should perform the following steps. We should perform the following step. Do the following. First of all, we need to create we need to create an object of the cart. Okay, so with the details, such as customer ID to whom the cart belongs, product ID that need to be added to the cart, and then product price that the price of the product that need to be added to the cart, and the quantity, the number of units that need to be added to the cart. So we need to create this one. So let's do this option. So let me go here, and then here I need to add one method. So what is that method? Create a cart object. Okay, and add it, and add to cart list. Create cart object and add to cart list. So this is the cart object. Maybe I can say create cart, not object, and add to cart list. Okay, so this method does not exist. So let me create this method again. Create method cart list. So inside this cart list method, so what I need to do, you see here the first step, we need to create an object with cart details. So I do that here. Please watch. So here I say uh, cart is equal to new cart of I say customer ID, and then product ID, as well as product ID, and then the price, and then the quantity. Okay, so this cart class does not exist. So I need to create a cart class. Place the mouse pointer here, create a class, and then this is the cart class that it is creating, and then the cart class is created. Inside here, I will declare the variables that are required by the cart object: private string customer ID, and then private string, let's say product ID, and then private integer price, and then private integer price, and then private integer quantity. So how many items? Okay, then we need to add the constructors, getters, setters. So I'm going for the constructors super class. Okay, and then constructors using fields, constructors using fields, and then getters and setters, Okay, so I say this is getters and setters, then equals and hash code method. Okay, this is all about select all, equals, and hash code method. Now the cart class is ready. Now here I have already created one cart object. So the cart object requires 4 parameters in the constructor: the customer ID to whom the cart belongs, the product ID that need to be added to the cart, and the price of that product which is added to the cart, and how many items that need to be added. So these two values are already created in the read product details. They are captured, and these two things we need to fill. So the customer ID is available in the customer object because in the read customer details method, we have already collected the customer details. So what I do is here, I say customer dot get customer ID. Okay, customer dot get customer ID. So this is the customer ID whom this cart object belongs to, and the price need to be calculated. So we don't know the price. So, but we have the product ID. Based on the product ID, we can pull the price from the product utility class. You see here in the product utility class, we have already seen one method, added one method, get product price, by taking the product ID. So this is the method. It initially sets the price to 0, and it loops across the collection, and it finds if product ID p dot get product ID dot equals of this product ID that is coming from this method, and then we are doing this way. Price is equal to p dot get price, and then we are returning. So we can use this method, static method, in here. So we come here. What I'm doing here is product utility dot get price, product utility dot get product price of the product ID that we already have it here. So now this way we have the cart object ready. So in order to do the cart add, so we need to create a cart object, and such as with the details such as cart ID, product ID, price, and quantity. So this step is over. The next step we need to do is create an object, add the cart object, add the cart object to the cart list. Okay, to the cart list. So let us do this one, add the cart object to the cart list. So this step number 1 is completed. Let's go to the coding part and see how it looks like. So in this one, what I do is this one here, I say cart utility cart utility dot add product to cart, add product to cart. So into this cart utility, we need to have one class and method. So add product to cart, I say this cart object. So here we need to create this class called cart utility. So I'm placing the mouse pointer here, create a class cart utility, and this is how I'm creating. Now inside this class cart utility, first of all, I'll take one linked list or array list, public static list of cart items, and then cart list is equal to new array list or linked list, okay, whatever is applicable. And then so into this into this cart list, we need to add the object that is given here. This object need to be added into this cart list. Okay, so we need to use the method again here. If you go to the shopping cart method, so you add product to cart, this does not exist. Create a method add product to the cart inside the class cart utility. I click there, then I got this method created. So this is the method that we need to execute in order to add this cart to this cart list. So these are the steps that we need to do. So the steps that we need to do inside the add product to the cart is something like this one. Okay, so it looks this way. So in order to do this one, what we need to do is check if the cart list, check if the cart list is already there. Check if the cart list already contains a cart object, with the specific customer ID and product ID, the specific customer ID and product ID. Okay, so if yes, okay, if yes, then update the quantity, of the existing object, with the quantity chosen for the latest cart object. Okay, else, okay, if not, then add a new object, add the new cart object to the cart list, to the cart list. So let's see this one in logic. So first of all, let's go into the add cart method. So let me get these two lines. Okay, so this one, copy this one, copy, and let's say I will add it here. Okay, so these three things, I will make it as comment, something like this one. Okay, so first of all, we need to check if this cart list contains this cart object, okay, with the matching customer ID and product ID. So for this one, I need to check. Okay, so I will take one integer index is equal to -1. Now you see here, for cart list of cart, for cart list cart, let's say for cart, for cart C colon cart list. Okay, so for cart C colon cart list, inside here, what we need to do see is if this cart customer ID and product ID matches with this cart customer ID and product ID, that means the cart object is already there. So we do that. You see here, let's say index plus plus. Okay, if C dot get customer ID dot equals of cart dot get customer ID. So what will be, what it is doing is, here this cart dot get customer ID is this cart object, and this C dot get customer ID is this cart object. So this is from inside the existing cart list, and this is from the cart object that comes from the main method. So if this customer ID matches, that means there is already a cart record inside this cart list. But however, we should also compare the product ID. So what I do here is and let's say C dot get product ID dot equals of cart dot get product ID. So if there is a matching record with these two things, I just want to take that one into temp is equal to C and then break. So I will get this pointer C into a temporary cart object. So the temporary cart object I'm declaring here, cart temp is equal to null. Initially it will be null, and after the condition matches, this C is taken into the temp, and then we are exiting the loop using the break statement. Okay, so this way we are checking whether the cart object is already there inside the cart list. If it is there, we will have to update the quantity. If it is not there, we will have to add the cart. So what we'll do is if temp double equal to null, that means there is no matching object. Then what we need to do is cart list dot add the existing cart the cart object we need to add. Okay, so we need to add it there. Okay, maybe we can print this one. Cart added to list, cart added something. Okay, so that means if this temporary is equal to null, we get this one. Otherwise, what we need to do is otherwise what we need to do is we need to replace the existing object. So cart list dot set index is index, element is the what is that element? Temporary element. Okay, so this is the temporary element. So before we set this temporary element cart object to this index, what we need to do is we need to update the quantity. Temporary dot set quantity, and then temporary dot get quantity plus cart dot get quantity. So this temporary dot get quantity, what it does is it will get the quantity of the existing cart object, and then cart dot get quantity, this will get the quantity of this cart object. So whatever quantity we have chosen here, this will be added to this temporary one, and then we are replacing the existing cart object at this specific index of this with this newly created temporary object. And then I can say here cart updated or something this way. So this is how the now after the cart object is added or updated into the cart list, the next thing we need to do is decrease the stock for the particular product ID that is added to cart. What I mean to say by this sentence, let me show you that. For example, when I test run this program, see the Java application in here. When you see this output, you see, for example, this P101 is added to stock in the cart with 1 unit. If I add 1 unit of this P101 to the cart, then it should be decreased to 19. So that is what I'm trying to say. So let's do that. In order to do that, what we need to do is, first of all, we need to find the cart. So step 1, we need to find the product object from the product list, based on the product ID, that is added to the cart, based on the product ID that is added to the cart. So we'll do that now. So product P is equal to product utility dot find product. We'll take this product. So this find product will take this product ID. Okay, now you see here, this is not the product ID, this is cart dot get product ID. Now if you look at this find product method inside the product utility, scroll down and see here, this is the find product method. So this find product, the product ID is taken, we are taking one temporary product object, and then we are comparing each product ID with the product ID that is given in this parameter. If a match is found, then what we are doing is we are taking this P into this temporary product object, and then we are exiting the loop and then returning. So this way we find the product. So after finding the product, we should then we should then decrease the stock. We should then decrease the quantity on hand on the object P, on the P object. So how do we do that? So P dot set quantity on hand, we should decrease it to the number of units that is added to the cart. So cart dot get product get quantity. Okay, this one should be subtracted from the already available stock. So what we do is P dot get quantity on hand, so minus. So this portion will give us the existing quantity on hand, and this is the quantity that is added to the cart. So therefore this will decrease it. And this is how the cart add product to the cart is completed. So let's go and see if it is working as expected before doing the next menu options. Okay, let me run this code. Right click, run as Java application. And when this one is executed, we'll see the menu options here. So first of all, I'm choosing add product to the cart. Number one, I'm choosing option number one. And because this is the first time I'm adding the product to the cart, I'm prompted for the customer ID and the other details. So the customer ID I'm providing is C101. The customer name I'm providing is my name, Ravi. And then city I'm providing here is Hyderabad. And after the customer details are provided, we will then get the product list again. And after getting the product list, we are provided for the details to enter the product ID. So now I'm choosing product ID 101, and the quantity I want to purchase is 1 unit. So when I hit enter button now, this object will be added to the cart, and this should become 19. Let us see if it is working like that or not. Okay, this has become 19, and then you see cart is added. Now let me choose option number one again. And option number one, this time I'm not prompted for the customer ID and customer name because the customer details are already provided. Now what I do is I will choose the same product ID P101 this time, and the quantity again 1, and this one has become 18. The cart is now updated. This is not added. So this has become 18. And let me choose the option number 1 again. And let's say this time I'm choosing the product 102 and then quantity as 1. So this P102, the quantity is that I'm adding to the cart is 1, and this one becomes 24. Let's see if it is working like this one. Now you see this is cart added. Okay, because P102 is not already in the cart. This time we got it as added. So this way, if the cart contains the product ID already, it is updated. If it is not there already, it is added. So that way it works. Now that we have seen the add product to cart option, let's see the code for view cart items. Currently, if you look at the option 2, view cart items method, this is simply printing one text message. So here is the place where we need to write the code to print the cart items. So I'm deleting this existing code. In order to print the cart items, first of all, we need to fetch the cart list from cart utility, So that is a static variable there. So I need to do that. So what I do is I'm starting a for loop, cart C colon cart utility dot cart list. So from the cart list, I need to get the next cart object into this C. And from this C, I need to print the following details. I should print the product ID. The product price, the quantity, and the product total. Say, for example, this product ID is chosen as 2 quantity. And then here I should print price into quantity. Price multiplied by quantity is what I need to print here. So let's see how it looks like. So in order to do this one, let me add the print statement here. So let's say I'm printing C dot get product ID. Then I'm using one dash and then plus sign C dot get price and then one dash and then plus sign C dot get quantity, something like this one. So this one will print us the product ID in the output. This one will print us the product price in the output. This one will print us the quantity in the output. Now here I need to print price multiplied by quantity. So here I need to print C dot get quantity multiplied by price, which I don't have. So I need to get the price. In order to get the price, what I do is I will add one method here. So what I do is integer price is equal to product utility dot get product price of product ID. Get product price of C dot get product ID. So this method was already developed in the beginning part of the program. So when I supply the product ID, I get a price here. So I'm using this price into this calculation. So I get a price there. So what I do is after this one, I add one dash symbol and then use this one. So I get the price. And one more thing I need to do is instead of printing the product ID, I want to print the product name. So what I do is I will again use the string product name here. String product name. String product name is equal to product utility dot get product name of c dot get product ID. So this method is also already completed if you look at the video in the beginning section. Now here, instead of printing the product ID, what I want to print is the product name. So I say product name, and this is how we get the cart items displayed for the customer. Now let me test run this program again. So right click, run as Java application. Now when I run this application, I get the console window like this. I choose option number 1. This is add product to the cart. When I hit enter, I'm asked for the customer ID and then customer name and then city. Okay. And after this one, I want to enter the product ID that I want to add to the cart, P101, and I want to add 1 unit. So this P101 currently it is 20. I'm adding 1 unit and then that will become 19. I'm again using a cart is added because this is first time the P101 is not already there in the cart, it is added. Second time I'm using P101 again. Enter your choice is 1 and enter the product ID that I want to add is 101. So since P101 is already there in the cart, this time that will be added to the quantity now. Now let's say quantity is equal to 1. So here this time we get from cart updated and this will become 18 for us. Now please watch that. So this has become 18. Cart is updated for the particular quantity. Now I'm adding the product, choosing option number 1, add product to the cart again. This time I'm choosing the item product ID as P102. P102 is not already in the cart. Okay, so P102, the quantity I'm choosing is 1. That means this will become 24 when I hit enter. Now you see cart added. Again, I'm choosing cart add product to cart 1, and then the product ID is P102 again. And then this time also I'm choosing quantity 1, and this time it will become 23. When I hit enter, this will become 23. The cart is updated. Now I'm choosing again add product to the cart number 1, and this product ID I'm choosing is P103, and then the quantity I'm choosing is, for example, 2 units. And then this 30 has become 28. Now we have added few items to the cart. Let's see the items in the cart as the second option, enter your choice is 2. When I hit enter, we get the items in the cart displayed here. Okay, so the product name and the price, the quantity, and the total, the total price for each, for each item. So this is how it is printed. Okay, so after printing this one, maybe we can print one new line. Okay, so that one. And if you want, we can print the title here. So let me print the title about this this list and one new line after this one. Let me do that. So I'm stopping the program execution here. Let me go to the view cart items code, and here after printing this one, the for loop, I print one new line for the next output, and that is completed. On top of this print statement, I will print the details such as product name. Okay, product name, and then dash product name. What is that? Next one is price, and then dash, and then quantity, and then price. Okay, total price, total item total. This is item total. This is item total. So this is how it looks like. So I'm not calculating the spaces here. I'm just blindly printing to save time, and let me, this will work, need not test again. Now that we have finished the view cart items, the next item we need to complete is the delete cart. So here the delete cart item is again printing a message. Let me scroll down to the delete cart method. So this is simply printing a message. I'm deleting this one. Once again, in order to delete cart item, what we need to do is here, let's say I will use the cart loop again, cart C colon, cart list, cart utility dot cart list. From this cart list, I need to get the cart object and then delete that. So if c dot get customer ID dot equals of customer dot get customer ID, if both are same, we need to what we need to do is we need to get that cart object here. So temp is equal to c. Okay, temp is equal to c. I will take this one here. Let's say cart temp is equal to null. Cart temp is equal to null. Okay, and then temp is equal to c. And then I take a break statement here. And after that, what I do is I will call cart utility, cart utility, cart utility, cart. What happened here? This one is outside the loop or something. Okay, something less one. I say cart utility. What happens? I don't know. The if statement is closed there. One bracket sign missing. Sorry. Yes. Now what I need to do is cart utility dot cart list dot remove remove this object temp. So this will remove the object from there, and the item is removed. Okay, so this is, and then system.out.println cart removed, and this is how it works. Now let me check the cart item. So let me run this program. Right click, run as Java application, and then the menu system is displayed. I'm choosing option number 1. First time means customer details need to be added. So this is something like this one. Okay, and some city, and the product number I want to use is 101. Quantity is 1, and again adding 1, and again product number 101. Quantity is 1, and again 1. Product number 102. Quantity is 1, and this time 1. Product number 103. Quantity is 2, again 1. Product number is P104. Quantity is 1. And then option number 2, view cart items. When you scroll up, you see the view cart items. So this is 2 units, this is 1 unit, this is 2 units, this is 1 unit. All of them are, the stock is decreased. Okay, now I choose the option number 3, and then when I hit enter, cart is removed. And when a cart is removed, if I use the option number 2, view cart items will not show me any data. Okay, something like that one. So that's how it works. Okay, so, and when I click the option number 4, when I press enter, this works this way. Okay, so thank you for watching.